We never really considered adoption or foster care as an option for us.
We struggled with unexplained infertility and just the heartache of not knowing why God kept saying no when we wanted to start a family. At one point during that process, we went to a seminar at a local adoption agency about domestic infant adoption, and we left just feeling like this is not for us. So we continued to try to get pregnant until the stress and the anxiety just totally overwhelmed me. And we decided we just needed to give up control to God and realize that He has a plan for our life that's bigger than what I want for me right now. God began to slowly work on our hearts and point us toward foster care. When we started as foster parents, we didn't know very much about the system. We just felt like we were people who wanted to be parents, and we had a home and space for children, and just wanted to be able to share what we had while we were waiting to see how we were going to start our family.
With foster care, you may have children for a couple weeks or a couple months, or in some cases even a couple years before they go home to be with their birth families. Or you may have the opportunity to adopt them. The initial goal is to always reunite them with their birth families if possible. So you're pouring your heart out to these children, not knowing whether or not they will continue staying with you long term. We began the foster care process in the fall of 2015. 6 months later, we were certified. 3 weeks later, we received a call about a 7-month-old boy. And 2 hours later, the placement caseworker brought him to our house. Then we had him in our care for about 1.5 years now. And this coming November, we'll have the chance to adopt him. We look back on our struggle with infertility and we thank God for taking us down that road. Not only because we now have a son through foster care, but because He's given us such a passion for fostering and for the children in foster care. One thing you hear people saying a lot is, I could never do foster care. I would get too attached. Well, then you're a good candidate for foster care, because the kids need you to get attached, to be able to develop their own attachment, and for their brain to develop correctly, they need to attach, and so they need people who are going to go all in. We hope to continue fostering, whether these kids are with us for a few weeks or forever. Every one of these children deserves to be loved and to have a family.